connected, right?
Yeah,
Like I take the
exactly.
time to read every single email that somebody sent me. And I answer every single email that people send me, you know, I'm like, if they took the time, you know, to randomly answer you, you know, like automated message or to shoot you an email, something like that, well, it's, I have the moral obligation as well, you know, to do that as well. So anyway, I think like humanizing this, you know, like business world, let's say, it's to me the critical thing. And then just like to get into the question, because that's how you generate the leads, right? And then you get to know the people, so you get to know what are their needs, what are their problems, you know. So when you start having that, what we call meaningful conversation, so the step one, you generate the leads, you get out of obscurity, and that's not the time to talk about yourself, that's the time to actually get to know the people. And from there you will normally transition to a meaningful conversation. You know, getting people, you know, to get to know the people, you know. Again, this is not the time to talk about yourself. And when you go to this after the stage 2, well, you will probably have enough information to know if your business and what you do or your product or services might be a good fit for that person or for that company. You know, you should know that, you know, as the expert in your business. So then comes, you know, like the third part of the process, you know, where you offer them something, you know, like that's it, you know. Hey, you know what? We have this, you know, awesome conversation. You were saying to me, you know, or telling me that, I don't know, this is a problem or this is what you do. And that, you know what, like I have this product, I have this service, and I think might be a super good fit for you, you know, and these conditions and this and that, you know, and you make it personal. And then at least you give the people a reason to say no. You know, because what I see as well in general, business people, you know, like tend to not do that, you know, and because they face rejection, you know, like kind of like sucks, you know, like nobody wants, you know, hear the word no, you know, but you need to send up proposals and you need to put that offer in front of them, you know, at least give them the opportunity to say no, because if you do not send an offer, then the answer is what? Always no. You know, that's it, you know. So that's our business model, and from there, you know, we follow up and follow through, you know, and in an ethical way as well. Like an approach, you know, that we have as well is like we know how this thing will work, you know. I will start calling you and emailing you, you know, and this like let's save me time, let's save you time, you know, and just be open, tell me yes or no. And if you think you need to think about it, then that's great, that's not a problem. Then when you think you will have an answer, you know? Otherwise I have to put you, you know, like in my CRM, you know, or put you know, like the note, and then send you an email, and then I call you, and then you don't answer. Like, why we're going to play that game, you know, like just it's all good. So kind of like pointing that elephant in the room as well. Again, being very human, being like very human. That's it. That's our sales process. That's how we get clients, and this is how we teach as well our students and our clients, you know, how to get their clients. And it worked pretty well, you know. It's surprisingly how people like to be good human.
And it's funny because you're the third person I asked this question to, because it seems like in this sort of setup you're having and the different levels and stuff, like, is social media involved in this? Like, do you guys use social media? And of course the biggest ones that we all know is Facebook, Instagram, and, you know, these kind of things. Are they important to you guys? Or
I have my I didn't make my mind yet on that, to be very honest, because on one side it's an awesome channel to actually expand your message and to show who you are, you know, to other people, and to interact with your community, right? Especially in a world, you know, where, well, it's not possible actually to interact in a physical level. So in that sense, you know, social media in general can provide an awesome place. On the other side, well, I'm not sure if you saw the documentary
Social Dilemma.
The Social Dilemma.
Yes,
so
for sure.
I have a big dilemma on that as well, right? Because at the same time, we're feeding the algorithm, and like we're feeding this monster machine, kind of like this evil thing. So again, we didn't, make our mind yet on that. We do have some social media channels. However, we're mainly active on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
With
That's what a
our
lot of
personal
people say.
profiles.
Yeah.
With our personal profiles. So
yeah.
it's us behind this, and it's not, like an agency or something like that. It's us, it's we, the human, being there, being another human, wanting, to help and support and to share ideas.
Yeah.
We do have, an Instagram where we post, some random stuff. However, it's not our main priority. And what we do, we are more about community. And what we do, we have our email list. So that's the one that we nurture the most. We run this live show as well. So then we have the community, the opportunity to interact with our community live.
Yeah, it's also super nice. Yeah,
webinars, so we do some sort of things where we can interact with the people, in a more personal level.
Yeah,
and where we have the opportunity as well to add value. So yeah, if you can find us on Instagram, you can find us as well on LinkedIn. But it's not, like our main channel. We're more about as well generating joint ventures, and building collaborations with other people, with people who have the community as well. So for example, we have our webinar, and instead of where we offer, our online program. So how traditional businesses do this? Well, they put some money into Facebook ads, and they generate leads. People register to the webinar. They go to the webinar. You add value, and then you offer, your products or service, and people buy that, and that's how you make money. And ideally, the money that comes in it's more than the money that you paid on ads. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
But our approach then was different. It was like, okay, like I don't want to give more money, to the Zuckerbergs, and to Larry Page, the Google, stuff like that. So what can we do? Well, our target market is already somewhere. They're already listening to podcasts. They are already, going to some co-working spaces. They are already following somebody. They are already in some of newsletter.
So
what we're doing,
they're out there.
Exactly. So we go through to that people through we make a list, and we go and we talk with them, and we make a deal and a joint venture with the people who have the community already. So, look, I can pay money, to Facebook in order to put my message in front of your audience, or maybe we can make a partnership and let's make it like super valuable, so we run a webinar, but not this sort of webinar where where it's all about the sales pitch. No. We will run like a 1 hour and a half real quality webinar, and then if somebody is interested, well, they will have the opportunity to join the program. And we will do like a half an hour or 1 hour Q&A live. So we coach people in the spot, really adding value. And from the sales that we can make out of there, well, we share the revenue with you. So that's our way, instead of paying like Facebook, we pay, the joint venture. And, at least for us, it's such an ethical approach,
exactly.
And it's more organic, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's more about, caring and building that relationship. And more human as well, because I don't know, like these social ads, and all the stuff, it's sometimes, like very cold thing and just numbers. And we like other approach.
Yeah, I think also the way you're saying it is also the personal and social aspect is still quite important, and someone was actually mentioning to me the other day, like Facebook really is now just ads, and everybody's just using it to advertise. And even if they have personal accounts, they still will say something because they want to sell something else, So I think that's also like that. And I definitely
noise.
Sorry?
Too much noise.
Yeah, that's, you know what? I deleted my Facebook account because I was so sick of they started changing so much. I didn't even know how it really worked anymore. It's like, what button is where now? And I was like, you know what? No. And I, like you, have seen social. And to be honest, when I saw Social Dilemma, I wanted to be off everything at all times. But then I thought, like, it is for me also. Instagram is still a way of like connecting with the world, connecting with my community as well. So I am still posting on that, but the Facebook itself, I just am really and also it annoyed me that sometimes you have other apps, and then you have to log in with your Facebook or, all that stuff. I was like, man, they really are so powerful and everywhere, that was something that was annoying me. But for a long time, I kind of also had the false idea of like, no, but if I'm not on Facebook, I won't get any clients, or people don't come to my classes, or people don't know that I am. But the way you're
Such an
explaining also, that's kind of how I don't know.
You know what? Because we have that discussion like not so long ago. I will say that less than a year ago with Sina, because we were like, okay, we need to be like in social media, like otherwise we will not get clients, otherwise we will not this and the blah blah blah, and not only Facebook, but we need to be in Facebook and on Instagram and on LinkedIn and in YouTube and have a podcast and write blogs and that, and we start working on the inner game as well. So we were like, okay, why we believe this?
Yeah, totally.
Don't question our beliefs.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, how many clients, do we really need? So that was the first question. And we were like, okay, like, and we make a number. And then, like how many users each of these platforms have, so we were like, with only one platform, we can like eat for our entire life. And the problem behind this, at least for us, is that we were approaching this with a mindset of scarcity. We believe that there is just not enough people in the world. And we need, to do crazy things in order to get the few people into our business. And that's, totally wrong. Like there's a crazy abundance of people.
Exactly.
There are like 7.5 billion people. So, and how many people you need in your business? There's a very interesting article that's called like 1,000 True Fans. It's for musicians. Like how a band can make a life. With 1,000 true fans. So you don't need the millions and millions and millions. You need just 1,000 true fans. And probably for a business, for example, for us, we don't even need 1,000. I would not know what to do with 1,000 people. With my business, like we go crazy. I'm not sure your case. What you would do with 1,000 people? Come here, teach me yoga.
I
don't know.
Of course. No, that's really interesting.
So like being mindful on that, on that, and being aware on how much you really need for your business. Again, it comes to self-awareness, right? And sometimes, if you want to be off social media, well, probably you can, for how we work, for example, like we can be absolutely off social media and our business will not change absolutely nothing.
And that's what I mean. Like, that's a good example. I think a lot of people have been saying that. Like, I had another interview with Simon and Dara, and they were mentioning the same thing. Like, everybody was telling them not to, but it sounded like there was no difference, and that's the same for me. Like, if that because I think like you as well, I think if you just start manifesting things or believing, like the more you believe in yourself as well, and the more you feel grounded in like, I know I exist. I know I'm putting myself out there, and, people will come, eventually. They'll find you. You just just have to find some creative ways. And I do think that it's nice that there is, like even you guys kind of build your own platform within the bigger realm, and that's also, I think, how you attract community and new clients. So people that join your club.
That's how it works. That's how it works. And then at least for us, the power of referrals. That's the other one. Normally, when I go into a business, I ask for them, like, how many business do you generate, through referrals? Normally they have no idea, and and when they're like, like a lot of, like referral, the word of mouth, same thing, and do you have a formalized process on how to generate referral business? No, we don't. Like, do you know that referral business, they're better clients. They negotiate less. You close them, in a shorter period of time. They pay on point.
Because they have the trust already, right? Because they're already, they've been referred. They're like,
that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So why you don't have like a consistent way on how to generate referrals? So there are like some easy things like business wise, that you can apply within your business, that you can grow your business